Good Monday evening, everyone, and welcome to Monday Night Safety Stop here on the Pennyroyal Divers Group. And JoJo's with me tonight. What's going on, JoJo?
Oh, just another wonderful Monday day. We had nice weather. It was fairly warm.
Now,
So I couldn't ask for much more other than to go diving.
well, we had a very interesting day yesterday, did we not?
We did.
so,
Yes,
so,
we
uh,
did.
yeah, we still haven't figured out how much we owe the park for the per pound fishing fee, but we come up with a whopper, didn't we? Actually, Brian did.
Yeah. Because honestly, we were just sitting there. Then all of a sudden, there came a
Oh,
whopper out of the water.
the first thing that went through my mind was da dun da
Yeah.
dun.
That's what you see, too, is this fin coming up.
Yeah.
I was like, if
So
only we had the drone, that would be perfect.
yeah, it would have. So tonight we are actually simulcasting, not only here to the Pennyroyal Divers Group, but also to the Pennyroyal Scuba YouTube channel. So I've got it up. Everything seems to be rolling pretty smooth with it. So we're gonna see how that works. But we've also dun, 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 we also have a special guest. Do we not, JoJo?
Oh, yeah, we do. Y'all gonna like them.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, our special guest tonight has over 50 years of diving experience. He's been around the industry since the days before or days of Jacques Cousteau. Okay, maybe not that long, but still. But anyway, so before I incorporate him in onto the show, does anybody want to make a guess of who our special guest is tonight? Throw it up there in the comments if you have an idea. If you don't, that's still fine. We're still going to bring him on, so it doesn't matter. Looks like we've got Mr. Claude in the house. David Lowney's in. Mr. Michael Schutz. Got several viewers on. Sounds like my dog's going crazy behind me. All right. Well, I can't wait anymore. So let's go ahead and switch to our try view here, and let's see. Hey, look who it is. Okay, he's not saying anything.
Nobody knows.
Oh, yep. Michael Schutz guessed it. It's Mr. Dennis. Now, we had to take a little bit because, technology's not Dad's strong suit. So, but you guys know he has been kind of out of the picture since August. Things are hopefully improving. We're doing pretty good. I don't know if you can see the comments or not, Dad, but Mr. Tom Veet says, "How are you doing, Dennis? Tell us how you're doing."
I'm doing pretty good. It could be a whole lot better, which I went to the doctor today, and I've got confidence in them. Give me about 2 to 3 more months, and I'll be ready to go.
All right, awesome. So Mr. Michael Schutz has said, "Hello, Dennis." Of course, Dave Lowney is saying hello too. Mick Wallace just popped in and said, "Dad." It starts with a D,
Hello to all of you.
Yeah. So I guess you've seen some of our photos from yesterday, have you not, Dad?
I have not. I've been in the doctor's office all day today.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if I can pull some up here. JoJo, so tell him about our day yesterday, JoJo.
Well, we decided to take a little break from the new nitrox room that was getting ready to go in and go check on our buddy. Shoot, now I'm drawing. So that kind of day. Brian down there at the water, and we're just sitting there.
Now,
And
Joe, hey Joe,
Yeah.
I hope Brian's not watching, because
Hope
since
not
you're
either.
fixing to go through under assistant instructor course, he might hold that against you.
He might. Brian might. And we knew he was down there working on some ropes and getting things, cleaned up. And next thing we know, we see a shark fin pop out of the water, and it's like, well, there's Penny.
Was Penny coming after y'all?
It looked like it. I mean, it was like slow motion across the water. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Penny was going after Brian.
Yeah, it
He
did.
he interrupted hibernation. Let's see. I'm trying to get my desktop here so that I can share some of these photos. But yeah, I mean, I remember in 2019 when we put Penny in, there was, I think 4 of us working on her. So it actually took 3 to get her in the water, and she's not heavy, but it's she's big and she's awkward. She has that little kind of like S curvature to her, and so it made it kind of awkward.
Yeah, she just kept wanting to roll to one side.
All right, so let me see if I can get these photos. All right, JoJo, I'm going to let you take over the comments section for a second because I am outside of the live view.
Not a problem. Welcome everybody this afternoon. Let's hope we got already 11 people on that I'm showing. Dave, Mike Schutz, Mr. Lonnie's on. Keith, all of you are welcome. Thank you for coming. Tom Velt, we appreciate y'all coming on and sharing a little bit of your time on Mondays with us.
There we go.
We got
Sorry, I had to restore your audio, Joe. When I switched the picture, it cut your audio off. So anyway, so this was pretty much when we first seen her, right, Joe?
Yeah, pretty much.
So this picture here that we're looking at was pretty much the very first. We were sitting there chit-chatting because we went down to check on Brian, and so we're sitting there chit-chatting, and we catch something out of the corner of our eyes, and we notice the fin. And if you can see right here is that dorsal fin on Penny. And so we see that, and then we see this piece here, like, uh-oh, she's done got Brian. Uh-oh. There we go. So this one here is when we got her into the edge, and this is when we went through plans A, B, C, D, E, all the way through. I think we made it, to J, K, L or something.
We made it to the point where we just said, well, let's grab her and pick her up.
So, a 20-foot fiberglass shark replica. You wouldn't figure. Fiberglass, not real heavy. When we first put her in, she was about 150 pounds. She went on a diet before she went down. We took, I think it was 4 55-gallon trash bags worth of styrofoam out of her to get her to sink. So anyway, so we're sitting here trying to get all the water out of the shark, and it took us a while.
Yeah, it took us the rest of the day. I say we got there about down noon, and we finally finished up about 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Joe, we spent 2 days trying to sink her in 2019.
Well, every time she comes in and out, we'll know a little bit better on how to get her, to and fro.
Yeah. Of course, there I am after we got her pulled out. It looks like I was a little tired there. And then of course we got her kind of propped up there on the table. So we have one table out of commission right now because Penny's sitting on it.
So she'll get cleaned up.
Yeah, let's get back over here. There we go.
Do hard coat on her so she'll be a little bit more resilient to the water.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And we posted that yesterday evening, and let me get back to my live view here. Okay, there we go. Uh, we posted that yesterday evening, and we've had a lot of people that have laughed about it. We had fun with it, and liked that post and everything. So it Penny is an integrated part of the park now. I mean, she has taken on a life of her own.
Yeah.
So, Dad, you got anything you want to add?
I think we lost Dad.
Did we lose him?
How much of her's
Oh,
How much of her's broken off, Chris?
she's not bad. We've got one pectoral fin that we're gonna have to do some fiberglass to, and kind of reconstruct. It's not broken off, but
They need strengthened.
it needs to be strengthened up. It's cracked pretty good. But yeah, get something to strengthen that pec fin up, and get it kind of back in form and shape, and she'd be sand her and give her a little bit of paint job, and we've got the dentist Brian who's making her dentures. So are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
I'm
Put
here.
a drain plug in her. Oh, she's
Okay.
got a big drain plug in her. Mr. Lonnie. Lonnie.
I don't think I'm seeing comments.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's
Brian's
good.
on. Oh, wait. No, that was Michael just saying it. Brian, 0. Penny 1, Brian
Oh.
0.
Well, let me see if I can refresh. All right. Well, I guess you're going to be on comment duty because I'm not. It's not relaying them or relaying them.
Not a problem. They're just talking about a plug, which her underbelly has got a nice hole in her. So
That's where we had to do abdominal surgery when we first put her in.
yeah. We put something on there to make her look like a shark when she goes back in, but we need to keep access so we can keep maintenance up on her.
Okay, there we go. All right, let's see here. All right, JoJo. So we started this. Of course, we wasn't on last Monday night because of Valentine's Day, but the week before we started doing scuba trivia again. And so, I'll let JoJo watch the comments. But I'm gonna throw out a couple of trivia questions real quick, and they are related to scuba. Bobby Shark. Okay, I just got a comment. All right. Let's see here. All right. JoJo. How about the iceberg one? That was a pretty good one.
Iceberg one is a good one.
Yeah. So, what percentage of an iceberg is submerged below the surface? What percentage of an iceberg is submerged below the surface? See if I can get the ticker to work here.
Do a little 16 or 60-second countdown.
A 60, yeah. Start playing the Jeopardy theme. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see.
So icebergs. That means we're talking about cold water. You know, Chloe has a fascination with unicorns, and one of her dream animals is to go see the narwhals. How cool would that be?
Oh, cool. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to try to get the ticker underneath like we did before. Let's see.
The captain of the Titanic might know. I think they're
what?
in a few minutes.
All right. Let's see if this ticker will work. Oh, that's really slow. Whoa, that is really, really slow.
Is that supposed to be? Is it like take a minute to get across the screen?
Well, I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to see how you speed it up.
You had it working good the other weekend.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what happened. Oh, no, I don't want to. Okay, I don't know why this thing is
It is
doing.
slow.
It is. It is like really, really slow.
We got the whole thing in now. Everybody can read it.
Yeah. What percentage of an iceberg is submerged below the surface? Well, I see the right answer. Somebody, I've got a couple of folks who posted the correct answer. Let's see, ticker settings. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can. Oh, let's not go that high. That would put it. Let's go 20. That speed it up some.
We don't know. We can't.
Or is it
see
gone?
It's gone.
It's gone from off mine.
Okay. All right. Well, we have plenty of time to read it. All right. So, yes, it is 90%. 90% is 90% of an iceberg is submerged. I think that made it slower because look at that. It's like really, really slow coming across now. Oh my goodness. What in the world? You know what? I'm just going to say.
I think you went the wrong way.
I think I went the wrong way too. All right. Let's try this again. That way I can throw my next.
Slow, we're going to run out of.
That's a little faster.
It is.
That's a little faster. All right. I apologize for this. This is something I should have had already down and fixed, ready to go. Let's see if we can double it up here a little bit.
All right, we got 90%. What's the next one?
All right. There we go. That's a little better, isn't it?
Yeah, that's better.
Yep.
Okay.
It is.
All right. I think we're getting there now. All right. Let's see. Let's throw our.
Found a new toy to play with.
What's that?
On your computer. Ooh, make things scroll.
All right. Here we go. Here's a good one. Let's see. Let me get it pasted over here, and we will. All right. Here's a good one. So statistically, scuba diving is a safer activity than statistically, huh?
You want my answer?
There's
Walking
actually
down the
3 of
streets
them.
Louisville.
The what?
Walking down the streets of Louisville.
Walking down the streets of Louisville. Yeah. Mick said, well, we'll see what it said next Monday. Oh, leaving your house. Statistically, scuba diving is safer than what? Oh, there's one answer. Skydiving. Michael Schutz, all of my other hobbies. Sarah says, well, you're not wrong. Oh, all right. So statistically, scuba diving is a safer activity than skydiving. Mr. Christopher Templin got. There's a couple of others. Yep, skydiving. Rodeo clown. Yeah, it's kind of a given.
I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of a given.
So,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
safer than a rodeo clown. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and give the other 2 answers here. Statistically, scuba diving is a safer activity than driving, skydiving, and marathon running. Rock climbing. Talking back to your wife. We're getting some really good answers on this one. I'll have to remember some of those. Oh, I like it. I like it. Oh. So we've got a good prognosis. Hopefully everything works out for Dad. Anything you wanna say to all of our wonderful guests and divers that are watching there, Dad?
I just miss every one of them because it's been a long time for me.
Yeah.
I miss you, Mr. Dennis. And yeah, you've been gone a while. It's not the same without you there.
Yeah. August. Let's see. What was that?
I miss my driving almost as much as I do my diving though.
Yeah, I believe that it was actually August the 5th. Or I'm sorry, September. No, it wasn't. August the 29th was the last day he was at the quarry. August the 29th, 2021.
Yes.
So, I mean, he has, for those of you who don't know, we all came down with COVID about the same time. Dad, myself, my mom, my wife. So we all were quarantined. And of course, Dad spent 5 weeks in the hospital with it. And luckily enough, he after 5 weeks, he was able to come home. So still dealing with it, but it looks like we're on the downhill slope now. And at the bottom of that slope, there's a big puddle of water that has scuba gear sitting beside it.
I'll be looking for it.
You never know; it may be brand new scuba gear.
Hey, I've still got some brand new gear that hadn't been in the water.
Yeah, just a little bit. Mr. Brian Stentz is in the house. We went swimming in our sturgeon spearing shanty hole last weekend. Who wants to come diving up in Wisconsin? I don't want to dive here right now. Mother Nature does not know what season she wants. So, perfect example. It was cold Saturday. It's like a high of 39. So we had winter on Saturday, spring on Sunday, spring today, and I think it's getting ready to turn back to winter Wednesday or Thursday. So, yeah.
What is it? What is the temperature of the water right now, Chris?
What'd Brian say? 42?
I don't know what he said. It was cold.
Yeah, 42, 45, somewhere in that neighborhood. I think he said 45. I think it's 45 in the shallows, 42 at the bottom. So, excuse me, Mr. Sean Bowen's in the house. Hello, Mr. Sean. Let's see. All right. Y'all want to do another trivia question? I got a couple of more good ones here. I don't have as many as I did last time we were on. We done this, but Sean says 42, 45. Screw that. Hey, it's perfect dry suit. I mean, Brian dove in a 5 mil. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I got it with a 5 mil.
Yeah.
It still wasn't that great.
Here we go.
A dry suit. I'd definitely be game if I can get a dry suit.
Let's see. All right, here's another good one. Let me throw this one up. Only bad part about this one, the answer is actually in meters.
Okay. So how many people know how to convert? Or how many people's from England? Or Australia, somewhere over there.
I don't know. All right. All right. So let's see here. It says, at how deep? At how deep is most of the ocean is completely dark? So I guess it's asking at what depth is most of the ocean completely dark? How deep do you have to go to be able to lose most, if not all, of light? And I'm going to have to use the calculator to figure this to convert from feet to meters. So
I was guessing. I think you can get put through the twilight zone around 1,000 feet.
let's see, times 3.3. Okay. All right. No, it's a little deeper than 1,000 feet, JoJo.
Man, that's the start of the twilight zone.
Close your eyes and everything's dark, Dave Lowney says.
Yeah.
You want to take a jab at it there, Pops?
I'm going to say it's right around 3,035.
Oh, he's close. Very close. So we'll see. We'll let a couple more people pipe in if they want to before I reveal the answer. But you're very close.
Must be some very clear water.
I don't know. I've never been that deep.
Bob says no. He's been there.
Keith looked it up.
He says he remembers the day when he went down on that Challenger deep.
All right. So I see the correct answer in meters. Keith has it right. 1,000 meters, which is 3,300 feet. 3,300 feet. Yep. 1,000 meters. Yep. 3,300 feet. Take 1,000 times that by 3.3, and we have our metric conversion. All right. Let's see here.
10 feet in the Ohio. Yeah. It's going to be dark at 10. I ain't even going to 10. I'm going to give it 6 inches.
Yeah. All right. I want to throw one more up here while we still discuss. Let's see if I can type. And I can't.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing now.
Okay.
There you go.
It's not doing. There we go. It should be. I was putting the question in. So the next question that I have is how much of the Earth's water is contained in the ocean? How much of the Earth's water is contained in its oceans? That's a good one. Anybody want to take a stab at it there, JoJo or Dad? Sarah says 70%.
Yeah, I was thinking 71 or 72.
Yeah, 71, 72.
Mm, okay.
No, it's higher than that, ain't it? 97. That sounds about better. 70%
I think
covered.
I think Keith is googling these.
I was like, no, it's 71% covered. Total volume wise, yeah, it's higher.
All right. Yeah, 71% of the earth is covered in water. The question asks how much of the earth's water is contained in the oceans? And the correct answer to that would be 97%. So 97% of the water on our planet is contained in the ocean. That leaves 3% fresh water.
Well, isn't like only 2% of all the actual fresh water we have we can actually drink?
I guess. I don't have a trivia question on that one.
Like, we got 3% of it, but take that part, chop it up, and only 2 of
Yep.
that's all we can drink.
Yep. Mr. Chase is in the house. Hello, Miss Tammy. Dave says I read that number or just read that in a book. Miss Tammy Storm's in the house tonight. Let's see. Oh, well, I forget about that. So yeah, Keith has a background in water. So yeah, I didn't even think about that. I guess when you worked in the water systems for 27 years, yeah, you kind of know those little things. Oh, here's a good one. All right, I want to throw this one here up. Only 2% is treatable for drinking, JoJo, and that comes from the expert source. Oh, let's see. What'd you say? 3%, Joe?
No, the 3% of the water that's on the earth is fresh. And you take that, you take only 2% of that 3%, and yeah, it gets even smaller.
Yeah. All right. Well, hello, Miss Stephanie. Stephanie Deserable's in the house.
Yes,
Let's see.
yes.
And I guess we've, yeah, okay. I was checking to make sure the YouTube stream was still going too, so.
Yeah, I've seen it cut out a couple times.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. All right, so let's go back here. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so while I'm putting this one here up, let's see. Let's see. At what depth do you lose your red? Let's see, how does it read here? At what depth below the surface can you not see the color red? Blood would look green. So, at what depth do you lose red color?
Take the photography class, you'd know.
Yeah. Tammy says about 30 feet. Okay.
And it's true. It looks green. I've cut myself pretty deep, and yeah, and I'm sitting there playing with it because my blood's green.
Christopher says 19 or 20 feet, I believe. Okay. All right, let's ask the expert. Dad, what color do you lose red?
I'd say 32, 30, 32.
Okay. He's right on it. 33. One atmosphere. 10 meters. 33 feet. All right. Let's see. I hadn't even been watching the time here. Oh, it's only 8:30. The rest is frozen. Well, that actually makes sense. Back to the water question. 2% is treatable. The rest is frozen. So, I mean, it makes sense. All right. All right, JoJo, what's our next topic of discussion? I think I hadn't been keeping up with the comments from earlier. I want to make sure I don't miss anything.
Oh, they've been talking about drinking spring water on there. Florida spring water.
Well, that's not exactly what I would call spring water, but we'll leave that one at that. Okay, I knew there was a question that I don't think we had covered. That's the reason I wanted to go back. Christopher had asked, has anybody played with the new computer that flips down onto your mask? It has the little display screen on the mask. So it's the heads-up display. I think there's only a couple of them out right now. I know Shearwater has one and Scuba Pro has one. Not really sure if there's anybody else. Oceanic had one out a few years ago, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I knew they had one out, but it wasn't out very long, maybe a couple of years. And then, like I said, I know Shearwater has one out, the Nerd 2, and then Scuba Pro has one out too. I can't remember the name of it. Tammy actually is the expert on that one because she has the Nerd 2, the heads-up display. I don't know anybody that's got the Scuba Pro version. So, Dad, I know you can't see the comments, but Tammy says, "Hello, Mr. Dennis. Been missing you."
Been missing you too, Miss Tammy.
JoJo, have you had any experience with the heads-up displays?
Just passing by, I ran across the cave diver down in Jenny, and I just, being my curious self, went over there and started talking to the guy, and we started talking about his computer. I mean, he let me try the mask on and stuff, and I mean, so it was right there in your eyeball. It was pretty neat, actually. It had everything right there. And if you didn't want to see it, you just flipped it up and, you look at whatever you need to. And you're ready for it, flip it back down. So it's cool.
Dad, you want to comment on that one?
I'm not familiar with the new ones. That one that they had, like I say, a few years ago, it was right up in the left-hand corner of the mask.
Yeah, well, I don't remember if it was the left or the right. It was just up here, and you look at it, and it's just like a computer screen right there in your eyeball.
Yeah.
Yep. I can see where that would be real handy.
Yeah, I think a lot of the rebreathers like to use them so they have your O2 stats right there.
Yeah, I know Tammy. That's what Tammy just posted. She has a Nerd 2 on her rebreather. I can see, where it would be handy, especially in technical diving. When you've got, multiple mixes and, especially rebreather monitoring your PO2 and all of that. Not having to reach up all the time, look at your computer on your arm. I can see where that would be beneficial.
Oh, the one they had before, like I say, been about 10 years ago, uh, you could be in some dark water or clear water, and you could still read the screen pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that, in, public safety diving as well, especially when you're diving in, zero viz. You may not be able to see your computer, even if you get it right up close to your mask. The heads up, I could see where that would definitely be beneficial. He says he played with one in Florida. It's pretty neat. After about 5 or 6 dives, you don't recognize it's there anymore. Uh, and then it's all Bluetooth, so you can change the settings from your phone or upload the dives that way. So that's pretty cool. I mean,
Yep.
really, if you look at it, I know when I started diving in 1991. I remember the Orca Skinny Dipper. You remember that one there, Dad?
I think mine's still up there under the counter.
It's somewhere. I don't know where. It's somewhere.
It's still
Uh,
in the box.
but yeah, I mean, but computers have came such a long way. Uh, I think I posted. It wasn't this past weekend. Weekend before last. We was doing some cleaning up, and I came across a 1990s open water and advanced open water manual from Patty. And of course, I took a picture of it and I flipped through to the old buddy breathing skill. It was still, back then they taught buddy breathing in recreational. And, so that's something that hasn't been taught in several years in the recreational realm.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
that's
learning it.
grabbing the wrist and hold.
Yeah, and then air sharing, off of one second stage. I don't. That would be another good trivia question for all the dive professionals out there. When did they stop teaching that skill? I don't have any idea. I know we done it in 1991, and I think it was still being taught in 97, 98 after, after we opened and started doing classes, but I don't know the exact year.
Yeah, we taught the buddy breathing like that, grabbing the hold to hose, and other fella grabbed the hold to your wrist,
Yeah.
one finger for one breath, two fingers for two. But
Yeah,
we
but
did teach that up there at the court.
but you've seen more innovation in the industry than a lot of people. You know, you started diving what 1964?
64.
64. So the other day when I was over there and we were down in the basement, recovering from the torrential downpour, I noticed that you had your set of doubles set up. So I figured you're just going to go diving in your basement. But I did. Huh?
It almost got that deep.
So I took a picture and I posted it on our on the Penny Royal page, and of course, I had a couple of people say, they know where they got a good home it can be relocated at. But these were the days, when you got certified, when it was just pretty much a backpack, a tank, and when you ran out of air, you had the reserve lever that you pulled on the tank to get you to the surface.
That was it.
And I
Well,
find.
And hope
Go
how
ahead.
was it to pick up a magazine go to your local military store, then pick up the parts and build your own stuff.
Tammy says Larry has an orca at the shop. Keith says that's because he's really old. Oh goodness. But yeah, I mean, it's really fascinating how you got into scuba. Just from hearing the stories over the years, getting into it, how you got into it, and how you stayed in tires for your vehicles.
That was it. Old hot rodders can go burn some tires off.
So Jojo, you can ask him how he kept tires on his vehicles.
You probably put the tread back on. Did you retread your own tires, Mr. Dennis?
Yep. No, I was always the bottom man. I was the one that took the nuts off the lugs, and my other buddy was one that tried to catch the tires.
Now this was all done underwater.
You're taking tires off underwater.
Yeah,
underwater.
They would go to these strip pits, these old coal mine strip pits where people had stolen vehicles and dumped them off. They would go down there, and when they found a vehicle, they'd take their tool down with them and take the tires off and let them come back to the surface, and they'd use the tires.
Well, where's the nearest place we can get tires at? Because haven't you seen the prices lately?
Hey, there's a bunch of them still in Richland.
Oh goodness. But yeah, I mean, just the the way the industry has developed since the 1960s, because really scuba was in its infancy in the late 50s and early 60s for recreational.
Yeah, it took us 3 days for me and my buddy to get the gear and stuff just to go diving.
And you couldn't get it local.
And we went through, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Indiana.
Yeah, I think, what was it, Nashville or Evansville, someplace y'all had to go was the closest?
Well, Evansville was the closest.
And that was what, at a Sears and Roebuck? Joe's laughing.
I remember where it was at.
Joe's laughing, but honest, I mean, that's, service merchandise, Sears and Roebuck.
Get certified, and you'll pick up your TV at the same time.
Yeah, J.C. Penney's. I mean, these department stores are the ones who started bringing the equipment in. Of course, it's nothing like a dive shop does because it wasn't that popular. But, I mean, you had to go someplace that was very populated to be able to find this stuff.
Well, Bruce and I went to Crossville, Tennessee. I believe it was Rebel Dive Shop. It's where we got some of the stuff at.
I kind of like walking into the hardware store back then.
Well, they didn't have a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. Mick says Lloyd Bridges would be proud.
You mentioned that a while ago. Did I see a Navy training unit that had 1961 on it? The first single hose regulator. Did you post one of them?
No, it was it was a picture of your doubles that I posted.
The double hose regulator?
Yeah, here, I will see if I can find it real quick. It's a good picture. Oh, here it is. All right. Yeah, right. Right there is the picture of the double hose that I posted.
Okay, there's 2 sets of double holes there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one's laying over top, and then the other one is actually connected to the double manifold.
Correct.
Yeah. So Aqualung Royal Aqua Master. And then of course the funniest thing the funniest one was the first comment that we got. Mr. Tom Seguin posted on there, who would dive such a relic? Don't you know those things will kill you? If it's looking for a new home, I might know a place.
Well, now see, Tom has got one of the new double hose regulators.
You know, he's actually a collector of double hose. He's got, last time I talked to him, I think he said 12 or 13 different double hose double hose regulator sets. So, I mean, he's become a collector.
He's almost like John then.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna let me try that this spring, right?
You can dive it. I mean, he services it and keeps it in working order.
We'll have a vintage.
I'll bring it up and you're welcome to dive it, JoJo.
Yeah, it's definitely different diving with it. Of course, you know, I know Tammy knows how it feels because she's a rebreather diver. So, you know, it's kind of the same concept. You know, it's the hose routing, but let's see, Mr. Brian is in here. Mr. Brian Lindell. Everyone is doing just peachy. We're discussing antique and vintage dive equipment. So, Mr. Brian Lindell says, "Hello, Dad."
Hello, Mr. Brian.
Mr. Chris McKay's in here. Hello, Mr. Chris. He says he wants to do rebreather eventually. It's probably a little easier on rebreathers this day and age compared to, you know, the relics that you dove with back in the early days.
Well, the old dolphin rebreather's not a bad regulator or bad rebreather.
Yeah. Oh, let's see here. All right. Well, I just had a pop up on me, and it obstructing my view. Oh, I hate these things. And it's still there. All right. Well, JoJo, it looks like it's about, I've got 8:52 right now, so let's move on and do a couple of more trivia questions before we sign off for the evening. And there it goes. All right, so I've got one ready here. Let's go ahead and throw it up here. And it is, how many marine species exist? How many different marine species exist? And that's a bunch.
Yeah, bunch.
Yeah. It is a bunch. How many marine species exist? JoJo, how many think exist?
I ran out of fingers.
You run out of fingers.
Oh. $200 million?
No, it's not that much. It's not as much as you would think. No, it's a little more than 372. I'll give you a hint. It's in the hundreds, thousands.
They must not take any of the subspecies into account then.
Probably not. Keith got it right. All of them.
I want to say that I've seen somewhere 470,000.
You're a little high. Little high. Let's see. Oh. You're close, Chris. You're still a little high, too. Mick says just one at my house. Mr. Michael Shutt says 15 to 20,000, a little higher than that. I'll give it a couple of more seconds here, and then I will give the answer. And let's see. My YouTube stream's showing we've been on for an hour. Okay. Oh, Keith is awfully close. Awfully close. All right. So, how many different marine species exist? The answer is 230,000 marine species exist. 230,000. All right. I'm just gonna read one more here real quick, and then we'll get.
You need to start naming all of them, just so we know what they are.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I'm gonna read this last one here. That's Chris says that's what I meant. Brian, nice round number. Oh goodness. All right, so I'm just going to read this last one instead of trying to type it in and putting it up on the screen here. Who knows what the length is of the largest recorded blue whale? What is the length of the largest recorded blue whale? What is the length of the largest recorded blue whale? Brian says 50 feet. A little bit bigger than 50. JoJo, you want to take a jab at it?
Well, you said it was bigger than 50. My guess is going to be 40.
Do what now?
You already threw out 50. My guess is going to be 40.
No, it's. I said 50 was a little short. So 40 would be even shorter. Chris McKay says 78. Miss Sarah says 75. You guys are getting close. Keith says 68. So the largest, the length of the largest recorded blue whale. Dad, you want to take a guess before I give the answer?
I'm going to say it's about 78.
Okay. Chris McKay guessed 78. Miss Sarah guessed 75. Brian says, that's a big animal.
Yeah. I see this stuff up close because I'm going to look like a little pea ant.
Exactly. Chris says, Jen says 150. All right. So, the length of the largest recorded blue whale is 33 meters or 108.9 feet. That's a big whale.
That's the biggest one.
Yeah,
What's the average? 80 feet?
Oh, it don't tell me what the average. It says what is the length of the what is the length of the largest. So I don't know what the average is. Oh, all right. Well, it's been an awesome get together tonight. Dad, do you have any final thoughts or comments before we sign off?
No, if not really. Just hello, everybody. I'm glad to be on here and talk with some of you, whatnot. But give me about 2 to 3 more months, and I'll be down there.
I know we all look forward to it. I mean, it's leaving us with a bunch of work. You know, we don't get vacations like that.
What are you saying? Are you saying that I used to do all of it?
We don't get vacations like that. I mean, I'd love to have a 6 or 8 month vacation, just not the way you took it.
Well, I'd start saying I'd trade with you.
Yeah.
Mr. Dennis.
No, I don't.
This fat guy don't get on roofs. You do.
I got a feeling.
JoJo.
I said this fat guy don't get on roofs, but you do.
Not anymore.
He's retired from roof climbing.
No, I'm just glad to be here, and I'll be looking forward to seeing all the people again.
Well, you just take care of yourself, and we got you got a couple more months before season starts, so we're gonna shoot for the start of the season, or shortly thereafter.
Well, on
Nice
it's Forrest Penny, and I've got some hardware cloth, and I've got some metal, and I've got the rosin and the hardener. So when you get ready, holler, and I'll send it with you.
All right. Well, we're. I think JoJo's going to bring some of his stuff down, and we're going to start getting her cleaned up, getting all the gunk off of her, and then get her sanded down. It was really funny, and I'm going to throw this out there really quick. When we were down there yesterday, Joe can tell you. I see he's sitting there.
I see that.
So I took a little video on my phone, and you could push the little bubbles in the paint, and where it still had water in it. When you pushed it, it looked like a pimple popping. It would just shoot water out. And so Krista's sitting there doing it, and so I got my camera on my phone and I recorded. It's like, here, this is how you pop a pimple on a shark. And she's sitting there pushing it, and you just see water shoot out. We had way too much fun with Penny yesterday. But just for the disclaimer, there was no sharks injured during the filming, just so you know.
That's good.
We just got your Betty Petty.
Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Brian says, we'll see y'all at the end of May. Mr. Chris McKay said, good to see you. Of course, Mr. Brian said, good to see you too there, Dad. Michael Schutt says, he says, I miss you, Dennis. And Mr. Randy Servideo missed the first half. Good to see Dennis again. So, I have to say, it is good to, bring him on board. We started doing this back when the pandemic first started, and as things started opening back up, we kind of kept going with the tradition. Brought Joe on, and so always a good time being able to get together on Monday nights, especially during the winter when there's not a lot of scuba going on. So we can all sit here and chit chat, talk scuba, talk about the old days, talk about the equipment, your training, your travel. Always a great time. So, JoJo, do you have any final thoughts?
Nope, another great one. I'm finishing up North Carolina stuff, so this by the end of this week, I'm planning on having that in the books. So we're looking for a great trip come July.
Yeah, I think there's only like 4 or 5 spots left on that one.
They're guaranteed right now.
So yeah,
get with me, and we can get you in on it. After this, I can't guarantee you a spot if you're wanting to go. I might be able to pull some magic. I don't know. But right now, it's guaranteed if you get with me.
Now, come on, Joe. Your house is haunted, so you got to be able to pull something out of your hat.
I might be able to work a little magic, but I looked today and one of the boats is pretty much already gone.
Gotcha. All right. Well, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Thanks for the comments, the questions, playing along with the scuba trivia and all. Dad, great to have you on for the first time. We're going to call this his premiere episode because this is the first time that he's been on the live cast, and he is a little technologically challenged. So it took a little bit getting him on, but hey, I didn't have to go over there and get it set up for him. So that says a lot. Oh, all right, guys. Well, we do this every Monday night. So if you're just tuning in at the end, give it a little bit. We are also simulcasting to our YouTube channel. YouTube.com, Penny Royal Scuba, I think is what it is, or Penny Royal Scuba YouTube channel. So it's streaming to it, so it'll be available on YouTube and here on the Divers Group. If you watch us even after we sign off, go ahead and throw a comment. Somebody will see it, and we'll get back to you. If you have questions, comments, whatnot, we're always happy to answer. So just leave us a message. Other than that, on behalf of Dad and Mr. JoJo, we look forward to seeing you guys next Monday night right here on the Penny Royal Divers Group. I'm sorry. Yeah. Joe was waving, it caught me off guard. Only on the Penny Royal Divers Group. Monday night, safety stop.